Hey, to Boots.
Yes.
Cheers.
Miss you, Mike. All right,
He said I was his favorite player.
We got some photos here. Just want to share.
Ooh. Okay.
All right. Walk us through this.
Oh man.
Wow. Yeah, this was it. This was the our first SIPAG PB team. Man, we got some legendary heads here, man. I'm in the bottom right on your screen. Boots, yeah, Boots. Boots in the back. Where's Banjo? Banjo's on this team as well, and a couple of other guys that I came up with. Yeah, this was a squad that was supposed to take over the 5. You know, like look at it. It's a squad.
You got deep.
Yeah, very deep, man. And you know, we were good. Like we were a part of the first wave of SIPAG clinic kids. So these are the guys that paved the way for you guys. You know, like not many people know. You know, the Fab 5 and that original like open team, there wasn't any clinics for them because they're old already. So when Dad started the basketball clinic, you know, it was with these guys, majority of these guys, you know, and yeah, you know, just looking back, this is like almost 30 years ago.
Wow.
This is 30 years ago.
Yeah.
JC, I think you were just born. Yeah.
I was 1.
This is 30 years ago. 1990.
80s baby.
At the old College of Staten Island gym. Yeah.
Crazy.
Sweet.
What about this?
Yep.
One?
Here it is.
Well, we got a lot of cousins here.
Look at that ball boy in the middle of the
Well, look at that hair.
Nice cut,
man.
Jay.
Oh man.
So from that first team to this team, you know, it's kind of, you know, it got condensed, and Banjo's on my left, on my right. Miguel is the tallest guy on the picture, but you know, PJ Shanti, John Magalong, Mike Domingo, Mike Barrera, Sean, Shanti's brother Sean, Tony, our cousin Mike, and Bo. Yeah, so this was we were loaned. SIPAG loaned us to this team FYBC that was based out of Jersey City, and we entered a Jersey City tournament, and I was in 6th grade in this picture. Banjo was 7th grade. Banjo, PJ Shanti, Tony was and Bo were in 7th grade. Miguel, Mike Domingo, John Magalong, Mike Alcantara were in 8th grade. Mike Barrera was my year. And then Sean was like a year younger than us. But we ended up winning that tournament in Jersey City. I think I was MVP at this tournament.
Mm-hmm.
But we played like some of the players that we ended up playing in the open division, you know, and it was nice. Like as we were progressing, we saw some of the guys that we played against progressing as well, like, you know, onto their basketball journey, and you know, it's nostalgic, you know. Look at that hair though, man.
What about these guys?
This
open team.
So this is it. This was my first team, my first SIPAG open team with these guys. So I was in 8th grade. We just won our winter league, SIPAG winter league, and yeah, you had the 5 there. You have Chris, Romel, Ed, Jerry, Paul, and you have Richie Cruz. You had Coy Alcantara. I don't know if you guys knew that Coy played, but Coy was there. Paul Miranda. Paul was like the 6th man, you know, off the bench, man. So not a lot of people know that you had the 5, and then the first one off the bench, it's Paul Miranda. So that, you know, he was over there. Then you have Miguel. Then you have John Pomenko and Bo Garland. But yeah, so this was Buddha was our full-time coach already. You know, we don't look that tall, we don't look that big, but basically, like, we'll just run you out of the court. Like the amount of basketball IQ on this pitcher and basketball experience, on this pitcher. It's don't fuck with us.
I hope that wasn't the final score behind.
You know what?
I hope that's not the final
shows
score
99-1. No, a couple of times, like against other some teams, like we wanted to run the scoreboard, and looking back now, it's like, we shouldn't be doing that, but we did. But that's the old scoreboard that's
not the right score.
All right, so fast forward. Yeah. This was our 2005 NABA Open Division team. We won the championship here. It was this, I gotta say, like one of my proudest moments of being a SIPAG player. So we hosted the 2005 NABA tournament at the College of Staten Island, and I ended up playing for the College of Staten Island for 4 years. So this was 3 years removed since the last time I played at the gym, and I just remember, we were playing the games leading up to the championship, not on the main court, but like on the side, like, it's full court, but then using like they have
the auxiliary gym,
the auxiliary gym. And all I knew was when we were playing in a championship game against Toronto, and they opened up the main courts and the place was packed, I was like, dude, this is my home gym. Like, out of everyone here, this is my home. I've shot hundreds of hours or thousands of hours, in this gym. I know the rims, I know the lines, and the whole island is here watching, supporting us in our NABA tournament, and we played against one of our rivals, Toronto, and I couldn't ask for a better, championship scenario. It was against our rivals in our home gym, with the whole, with basically all of the Filipino community in Staten Island, there to support us. And I just remember, like, there's no way that we're losing. I'm not gonna let us lose. Like, there's no way, that we're gonna lose this game. We do whatever it takes, for us to win. And we ended up winning, and the rest is history. But it was a good crew. We had the Clemente brothers, we had the Donia brothers. Ed was our elder statesman. Jojo Doligo was another elder statesman. Paul Miranda also was another elder statesman. In Ivan too. Then we had Mike Sala, then Leo. Richie San Pedro came up for the first time. John Sabal, Jason. God, I forgot. Is that not Kevin, but his brother?
Andrew.
And Andrew came up big. I haven't seen him in a while, but one of the games he came up big. I think it was against Detroit. And he had a good defensive game for us that, that we definitely needed a stop. So he came up big. And of course, Vange and I, we just, the 1-2 punch, we we made sure that we weren't going to lose that tournament. So, but yeah, this team is one of my fondest teams.
Champ, what else happened this weekend?
I got engaged on the end of the first day. I proposed to Dana, and it was like a lot of things that were going through my mind, and it was definitely a memorable weekend, and thank God we won the championship, because I don't think, looking back, if he had lost and Dana said yes, I'll be happy, but then I wouldn't be so 100% happy. But hey, God blessed us that weekend, so awesome.
Nice.
Awesome time.
This is
yes. So this is the team. Oh yeah. So
This is oh seven.
06.
Oh six.
So this is the
Just as
following year.
me and JC's first year at Open.
Oh right,
So
yeah.
this is the
So
following
that's a
year
year after.
in Chicago. Yes. So we were defending champions in 06. And this was your first this is your first experience, right? Now, like after winning your NABA championship the following year, you know that, all right, all eyes on you. I mean, there's always a target on your back if you're representing SIPAG anyway, but it gets to another level when you're coming back to NABA the following year and you're defending champs. So I mean, we were young. Granted, we were young, but we fell short. I think we lost semis. I think semifinals or maybe quarterfinals. But we fell short of our goal. But I was just happy that you guys. This was your first basically your first NABA experience on the Open division, but you got the taste of the I guess the real I don't want to say real world, but in the Open division, that it's a little bit different from playing in the bantam or playing in the junior or juvenile division. So the intensity increased for you guys, but yeah, we got some good mix of youngins and some old guys, not old, but some veterans on the squad. I think we just needed more manpower, I guess, But yeah, this was Chicago, right, guys?
Yes.
Chicago, 06.
Awesome.
07.
07. Oh man. So this is the one that stung a little bit because we made it.
It wore those Starberry shoes. That's why it stung.
No, dude, I gotta say those Starberry shoes.
Don't do it. People are gonna watch it.
They're one of my most comfortable shoes.
No,
like the first day, right? The first day we made it out. Like we were undefeated the first day,
Crocs
and
are
then
comfortable.
the second day we played Detroit. I don't know how the hell we freaking lost to Detroit, but it was like a bogus play. I remember it was like a bogus play down the stretch, and we just never recovered. Yeah, this one was this was like a gimme. We should have definitely, had another championship under our belts, but this one stung. But again, it's part of the growing pains, man. Championships are not guaranteed. We still have to play the game. Whether you're a stacked team or whether you have a bunch of youngins coming up, but no matter what, you still have to take on the challenge head on.
I remember we lost. I don't know. We lost a game by 3 and then another game by 2. And in the championship, I think Toronto won by 30 or something like that.
30, and I hated it.
Yeah.
It killed me to watch both teams, like knowing that like we should have beaten that Detroit team, and then with Toronto, I mean, we only lost them by maybe 3 or 2.
They're both one possession games.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, the two teams we lost to, Toronto beat them in the championship by 30, 20, 30, whatever it was.
Because like Detroit didn't have the energy to.
Yeah. This is 08?
I think there's a
Detroit.
08, right? Detroit.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got
so now
a couple
you see the makeup of our roster is a lot of youth.
Yeah.
But that was also good. That's also refreshing to see because a lot of these guys, with the exclusion of JJ and myself, who at this point we're already, not rookies anymore at this point.
Yeah.
But we played with we played with these guys, from Pee Wee,
Right.
Alex Apostol, Monty, Mark, Dustin was around, in early 2000s, Lester, Jordan, Jason Price. So a lot of these guys were our age coming up, Christian Lagman coming through. So this was definitely, a different, I don't want to say change of the guard, but a different feel for guys like you, Miguel, And then obviously, seeing Mel there, and
No.
especially when we were coming up, that meant a lot for me and for the younger guys. To see someone like that who made, pretty much made a name for SIPAG basketball. Went overseas, played professionally, and then came back, and then doing what you did, trying to maintain the SIPAG winning legacy and the culture. So, for us, the younger generation, you Champ, you Mel, Miggs, you guys who stuck around, came back, and it wasn't fun. It wasn't always easy. It was frustrating at times for sure, but just being able to battle alongside with you guys, it definitely meant a lot for us, the younger generation, to try to live up to that blue and orange name.
Hey, you know what? Like at the end of the day, we're all in it together. Whether regardless of what generation you're in, like once you wear a SIPAG uniform and you're standing shoulder to shoulder with me or the rest of the guys, like we're not gonna look anywhere else. Like this is it. This is all we got.
Right.
So, but you can tell. Like, look, it's a new squad. Like Miguel. I remember Miguel came back from the Philippines. He had just retired, and this was his first NAMA back with us. And then with Mel, I remember having a conversation with Mel. Like, I think I put him in a corner. I said, like, look, I need you. Like, I need you to help me. With this young core of players coming up. Like we're gonna need another voice on whether on the court or another voice on the sidelines to keep everyone in check. And I think the last couple of years, like this year, the year before, like Mel was doing me a favor, like giving me. I have to give it up to him, like like he's never said no to me. Like with Mel, like I think at times I put him in the corner, like for him not to say no, but I think I've always came across to him as, hey, look, these young guys need us no matter what, no matter if we win or lose. These young guys need us to kind of show them the way. And I could have wished like this group stayed longer together. I mean, I think we could have had enough, produced enough, squeeze out a couple more championships, but
I think so too. If I would have got the ball more.
You needed more suicides, bro.
We didn't have to stay that together for that long to get the next one.
I know.
There it
right,
is.
Yep. So yeah, this is the following year.
Right? Yeah.
So
Toronto, right?
I mean,
yeah.
In TO, and like it's a great feeling, right? This is your first NAB. Well, both of you.
This is definitely special for JJ. Definitely special for JJ and I. This is our first one together, and obviously you being the vet along with Miggs, even John Valera.
And Shanti.
And Shanti. I was about to say exactly. And Shanti.
JJ, just look at your face there, right? Like when I saw your face, like.
Oh, I know why.
It's not because we won.
Well, not.
Yeah, and I know why.
But
trophies.
Guys, like, like, again, just looking at your emotions and your faces, like that, you made me feel, like your age, like you made me like think back to when I was like 17, 17, 18, when I was winning, when we were winning at the time. And those are the feelings that, I just wanted to share with everyone. Like, like I always felt like when we were playing in the open division for SIPAG, the younger divisions, the players of the young divisions are always looking up to us, right? And I just hope that we inspire them to hopefully one day get to that level that they're the ones that represent, us. They're the ones that are playing for SIPAG. They're the ones that are keeping the legacy and the tradition going, and I think that's what's so much what sets us apart from the other other basketball organizations is that we have this fleet of teams under our SIPAG umbrella, and it's like it's our farm system. Like we're only as good as our farm system. Like how can we carry the legacy going forward? Well, we have to start from the younger divisions, and us being on the top of the totem pole, we hope that we're inspiring the younger ones so that they can still they can be hungry and they can be focused, and hopefully one day carry the legacy forward. And
Great feeling.
I think right now, like the future of our CPAG program, I think it's very bright because we do have the talent in our farm system, and they'll be the ones raising the trophies in the next few years for us. So that's good.
And another year we should have won.
Oh,
That was the
man.
following year, man.
Jeez.
Look at that squad, bro.
Ah, Jay, you got the good gems for the picks, man. Man, this was the following year. I think the chemistry bug hit us, and this is the tournament that Jason, you had a great run this tournament. You're like on fire. I think our last elimination game,
The Chicago game,
JC,
yeah.
like you're the one like really carrying us. I tore my meniscus on the second day. I'm not sure. I think it was during a Jersey game. We were playing against Jersey, and we won. But for some reason, like the following game against Chicago, I couldn't move laterally, and I was in pain. But man, like this squad, Jesus, for scratch 07, I think this squad was the one that we should have freaking dominated. Man,
Yeah.
But JJ, as always, man, you're our model for our team, bro, from head to toe.
The shortest one.
You're always styling, profiling, bro.
Best uniform.
Yeah. All right. So this is
our
our
seniors, right?
our senior team. Yep. This is our team pictures before last year's NABA, and I like you have majority of the Fab Five minus Jerry. You had Banjo, myself, Oliver coming up. Chris Sean. This is Chris Sharma's the last time Chris Sharma played for us. Yeah, so last year at NABA in DC, we fell short, but still made a good run.
Yeah.
But again, like playing the game, we still have to play the game. Like it doesn't matter, like what your squad looks like on paper, but you still have to play the game. And unfortunately, we fell short.
You
The
got
team
other
that ended
duties
up
that
winning.
number, right?
You know what? I was coaching too, so I was coaching our bantam team, and it was for me, like I felt bad because our games were going on at the same time, like simultaneously, and at one point, I had to leave. I left coaching the bantam team to help out and play for our senior team. And if I had a redo, I wish the situation would have been a different scenario. But I did what I did, and I hope that these kids can forgive me, and I owe them one. But I also knew that I needed to bring some pride and to bring my my energy with our senior team, because we were going for our three-peat. We were back-to-back champions, and we're going for our three-peat. And it was a tough second day for us on the senior squad. So we just fell short. But our bantam team, they ended up giving I think the championship team a good run for their money. And I think this team will definitely be in the mix of carrying a torch for the SIPAG franchise, organization going forward. I mean, you have a couple of guys playing high school basketball already. I hope that they stay together and they stick together because they have something they have something good going.
Yeah.
And I think chemistry is going to play a big role in their success. But it's in there. They just have to put in the work.
Absolutely.
But I ran those guys at practice. I try to give them like the old school values, and I know at times like they hated me, but I'm pretty sure after 1 year of high school basketball under their belt, whether they played freshman, JV, or varsity, they understood what I was doing, and hopefully they can appreciate that. But a bunch of good kids, those guys.
Hey.
I remember this picture. This was in DC.
Yeah.
Right? This is in DC. I think this was my last year playing in the Open Division.
So, Champ,
I remember
after
this.
I guess since Banjo, your most consistent teammates were me and
You
JC.
two guys.
Yeah.
I agree. No, I agree. And like I
What
wish.
year was this?
2012.
Yeah, 2012.
Man.
JJ, I remember this. It just looking back, I think I addressed the team after we lost, right? And I knew that maybe this was it for me as far as the open division. There's a new crop of players coming up, and something told me like I think it's your generation's turn now. Like I was what 30, I was 32. I mean, I had 3 more years left, but I was like, you know what, I think it's just your time. Like passing the baton to you guys, so to speak. But I wish we could have squeezed out a couple more championships with this squad, with our crew. I mean, granted, this team, we were young because the juvenile team came up, right? Was it the juvenile with the 2 Foster brothers? And I mean, when we got eliminated by LA, we lost by 3, 4. I think it was like 4. And we just got the short end of the stick. But I mean, I think again, I think we could have won the whole thing too. But sometimes you don't get what you want. But I remember this vividly because I knew that this was it. Now this was my last run. But JJ and JC, like just so you guys know, like I took every experience that we had, and I know we're cousins, and it's hard
brother.
not to, and brother obviously, but like it's hard to sometimes communicate when we're playing. It's sometimes like we don't really share like our innermost thoughts at the time, but like this was a special picture because I knew that that was it. That was a good run, and I'm sharing with you guys. Yeah,
That's a great
so
pick.
this is it. Transition to this team.
That's a new team.
So I guess for me, I knew that I was looking to my next horizon, and yeah, this is it. I got my Fab 5, right here, along with the. I am a girl dad, man. I'm a girl dad, and I'm proud of it. And we have our future, ladies SIPAG champions on this picture as well, and hopefully with Donovan as well as a SIPAG Open champion as well. Future
Donovan and Larry
Open champion. Yeah,
they
got a
need
squad.
to get one. If not,
Ali, look up. You're on TV.
I look up. Hi.
Hi, Ali.
So yeah, that's so. I transitioned. I think I had a good transition.
All right,
to the next chapter.
That was
good gems. Good gems.
A really good look down memory lane. It's funny to see the progression from year to year from every Nava team. The roster just again, like just being infused with much younger blood each year, and that's what it's all about. But
Right.
there's no
Right.
no saying that everybody remembers the Mythical Five and what they've done, and then when you and Miguel, Banjo, that group took over, and then being like the big Kuyas, the big models to us for young guys coming up. That's really what SIPAG is about. Is that brotherhood, that camaraderie, and being able to look up and see people that you could idolize. But with that being said,
100%.
Champ, thank you again for hopping on. We appreciate you sharing your stories. Looking forward to the next topic. If you can, please follow him on Instagram. But before we head out, just want to say cheers again. Thank you so much for doing what you did. It means a lot to myself and JJ to look up to guys like you, not just because we're all blood, but because you did it the right way. So with that, just want to say thank you again. All right.
Hey guys,
cheers.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Kill on 3. 1, 2, 3. Kill.
Kill.
Tonight's a full timeout has been brought to you by Kim Albano. Kim, I told you I'd get you on the show. Thanks for the Zoom.
A sponsor.
Thanks for watching a full timeout.
Till next time.
Have a good night, guys. Take care.